Welcome to the podium. It's your host, Spencer Aniwelu. On the podium today, once again, we always have a powerful package for you guys. Don't forget, on private television, we have numerous other programs. We have the Golden Pot of Hope, which is our charitable program. We have the kids program called Prime View Kids, and we have the podium, which is the one you're watching at home. Primary television is online, and we strive to bring you current affairs and issues of the day. On the program today, we have two gentlemen who are going to come on and discuss about a burning topic in Nigeria and in the southeastern part of Nigeria. There's this agitation for self-determination, and it's one that's been coming for many years. War in 1967, right up to today. So we're having people who feel that maybe the current agitation, the way it's going at the moment, is not right. Some feel it's very right. Some feel that everyone needs to get behind it. That's why we want to know. We want to bring in two gentlemen in today who are going to come and discuss about this topic. And the topic today precisely is, why do Igbo youths love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? For those of you who don't know, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a freedom fighter who has been agitating for the self-determination of people of the Biafran region in Nigeria. He was imprisoned and he's now in, he was let out of prison, and he still has charges by the Nigerian government to answer. So on the program today, I have three gentlemen. I have Chukwuka Ofegu, who is the blogger of Ijele Speaks. I'm going to bring him onto the studio right now. Welcome, Ijele, to the program.
Good morning, my brother, and welcome to. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. And I also have MC Ice Baba. MC Ice Baba is also a blogger, and he's a staunch supporter of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You're welcome to the program, MC Ice Baba.
Yeah, good morning from Nigeria. Thank you for having me.
Yes. Well, you guys obviously know the issues around self-determination in Nigeria, and I know many people in Nigeria, especially the young people, are really looking forward to and really in support of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And that's why we wanted to bring both of you on. I know Master Ijele has been really vociferous in terms of being against his strategies, and I know you're someone who's directly confronted Master Ijele openly on social media using your blog. So I'd like to start with MC Baba. Can you tell me why you support Mazi Nnamdi Kanu?
All right, thank you. I think before we start this program, I should know it's supposed to be a challenge. It's supposed to be a debate. I'm a Chima, and I am a graduate of computer science. I studied computer science. I'm a comedian at the moment. I MC events. And before we kickstart, I would like to know Mr. Ijele, because he's the person I'm openly going to have this gentle debate with. That is one. Two, I also want to have the rules and regulations for which we are going to have this debate. I would want us to have a time frame for each person to speak, and I would also want a situation whereby nobody will be interrupted when the other speaks. So please, if these things are going to be attended to, then we can continue.
Okay. I would say each person would have the rules, which I tried to communicate to some of you at the end of the program, with obviously no swearing, and obviously whatever you say, and this is a TV station, whatever you say is your own opinion and nothing to do with private television, obviously. And then obviously we will have to limit it to a time frame of, say, 3 to 5 minutes each person. Depends on how the flow is. So 3 to 5 minutes is decent enough for each person to speak. Yeah. So Master Ijele, can you introduce yourself then to him, because he wants to know you.
I'm basically Ofegu Chukwuka, the owner of the page Ijele Speaks. So I don't think every other thing should be formal. Let's keep it formal, okay?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So MC Ice Baba, we've got the rules now. can you go ahead and tell us why you're openly in support of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu?
Sorry. Before I go into that, I actually want to know, when you have a debate, you should have a debate with someone who is credible, who has all it takes to have a debate with you. And as far as I'm concerned, you did not really give me the basic information about Mr. Chukwuka before now, and I was expecting him to tell me his knowledge, his status before I can actually have a debate with him. You understand? So please, knowing your name is not just the reason why I should sit up here for hours having a debate with you, because I need you to tell me who you are, where you had your education, and what you know about the Igbo people that makes you always at all times castigate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Okay, Ijele, can you answer him if you wish to?
Please, as someone who is in someone's house, I don't talk until the host asks me to talk, and I'm not the one that will tell you how to host your program. I was actually waiting for him to ask me about my birth certificate, my grocery store receipts, my rent, this thing, house contract, the investments I've made, all those things. But it's for another day. Tonight, please, this morning, if he doesn't have any other thing to say, maybe he will tell the people. As the host, I suggest you just take care of your program. You know how these people normally behave. They go to somewhere, they just start making noise, talk irrelevant things. Is he supposed to tell you how to begin your debate? And if we are going to start on that note, I expected it because I've handled many 4-year-olds. So if you can handle a 4-year-old, you can handle these people. Please carry on.
MC Baba, all of us is just please answer my questions. We'll get to the time where we'll have the exchange. At the moment, just go with my questions for now.
Okay.
And then when we get to the time where we have the exchange, you will do that, yeah? So please, my question to you is this, yeah? What makes you happy as a strong supporter of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu?
Okay, thank you. Before I still go back to that question, he who comes to equity must come with clean hands. And he who wants to castigate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should always make sure that he has a clean home. You always say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is this, he's that. And now I'm asking you your background. You don't want to tell the world. The world is listening. We are not just the ones listening to this program. The world is listening. And if you want me to continue with this debate, don't shake your head. If you want me to continue with this debate, you must tell me your educational background. That is fundamental. That is fundamental. You must tell me your educational background. There are few questions of strong allegations against you, which I want you to clear before I can. You cannot ask the Pope. You cannot ask the Pope to come.
But MC Baba, I'm the one doing the questioning. I'm the one doing the questioning. So when you say
it is my time. It is my time. Moderator, please. You cannot ask Pope John to come and have an interview with Osama bin Laden. You cannot.
No, you're going to come. No, listen.
Wait, people want to know who this man is that is castigating man.
Yeah, we'll get to that point. We'll get to that point.
I want you to first of all, we don't just want to hear from. I'm a comedian. I studied computer science. I can tell you the school I went. I can tell you what my grades are. I studied computer science. I'm a comedian. I have a place where I work.
Okay, well, so MC Baba, you don't want to answer the question. Do you want to answer the question?
No. I will go to the question, but I want to.
If you don't want to answer the question,
Listen to me, moderator, please. Yes. I would not start this interview without knowing who.
No. If you don't want to answer the question, let me ask the question. So obviously, you have a bit of background information.
1 minute.
Let's move on.
He's running away. He should tell the world who he is. Why is it that he has? Why is it that he has his neck?
We have to make it orderly.
I want to be sure of whomever I am having a debate with before I can start answering. If you bring an incredible personality on your platform and ask me to have a debate with him, I will not. I want to openly ask him some of these questions so that he will clarify me, and then I'll be comfortable to talk with him. As simple as it sounds.
Well, like I said, I'm the one who does the questioning. Okay? You agree? No, listen. You can't come. Listen. You can't come on the platform. You agree to come on the show, on the program. If you agree to come, he's gone. Where's he gone? So we can see we wanted him to. He agreed to come on the program to have a debate with me, and he's not. So Ijele, please, since he's gone away, we'll still wait for him to come back. All we wanted to do is have questions to discuss, to have a debate, and then know where things are, and he's gonna run up. So Ijele, please, okay, I think he's back. Let's see. He should be back now. He should be back. Let's add him to the stream. Okay, now, MC Baba, you've done enough talking. No. MC Baba, you've done enough talking. You've done enough talking. No, listen. It's not fair what you're doing. Let me tell you. You're not doing anything right. We're meant to be in the debate. So listen, don't you listen to me. Calm down. We're not here to fight. I told you this from the beginning. Let's go.
You're here to fight. No, you're here to fight. No, you're here to fight. This man has caused a whole. He has caused a death. He has caused someone's death in Oba. This man has caused someone's death in Oba, and you are asking me to calm down. How am I supposed to calm down? He is always instigating.
I want to ask you something.
How am I supposed to calm down? No. Tell me how I'm supposed to calm down. Tell me. He's nothing. He knows what he's doing. He has been accused of human trafficking. He has not cleared that air. He has been accused of robbery. He has not cleared that air. He has been accused of selling his children. He has not cleared that air. He has been accused of a whole lot of things. Why have you not come back to Nigeria since you traveled to Turkey? You have not cleared it. What did you do in Esut that made you drop out? You have not cleared it. You are trying to sit with someone who's been accused of criminality. I don't know if you. I don't.
You don't want to debate. You don't want to debate.
I will debate.
Do you want to debate or not? No. Do you want to debate or not? If you want to debate, you said
I want to debate with someone who has credibility.
So you don't want to debate
on all of this. Please, I want to challenge him on this. I want to talk to him face to face now.
No, listen. No, listen. You're on primary television, and you asked me for the rules, and I set out the rules. Yeah. Now you're
not allowing me.
You're already breaking the rules.
He's laughing because he's
Can you let me speak though? You've been speaking for so long. Wait.
Will you let me talk? His conscience will not make him.
You're not looking good at the moment. You know why you're not good? You're not letting him say a wording. You're not letting him speak. Let him speak.
It's not even. Okay, answer the questions. Okay.
No, it's not about answer the questions. Yeah, I do the questioning, right? I set the stage. Yes, I do the questioning. What you do is, when we, in the course of the debate, discussion, you can throw questions to him later on.
Let me tell you.
Not now. No, wait. It's not right. No, please. I seem serious about the debate.
Are you aware that you are going to join sides with Ijele to allow him to some of these questions? Are you aware?
No, it's not true. Look, I'll ask you a question. All you have to do is answer it and let him answer his own. You don't cook a chicken before killing it. A chicken before. You're looking good at the moment. You're not looking good at the moment.
Out of the debate, if he doesn't accept to answer these questions, if you are going to help him dodge these questions,
hold on. Let me tell you something. Yeah, he will answer the questions later on. But for now, You're on private television. You're on private television, and we set the stage. If you don't want to do it, you can't come on the program. It doesn't work that way. We set the stage. No, you can't do that. You cannot control what goes on here.
I am out of here. If I am out of here. Listen to me. No.
Can I speak?
No, you're not speaking.
Can I speak in the program? Can I speak on the program, please? Can I speak on the program or not? Are you going to dominate me here? Please, all I have to say to you is, look, you're not showing respect. You're being disrespectful. And you're not showing yourself as a smart, intelligent person.
A 2 minutes video at my Mebuka shop, front of my Mebuka shop. Come back. Thank you and God bless.
You can see when we wanted to have a decent debate. He's not serious. He's not ready about it for a debate. He's not ready. So all I'm going to say, Ijele, well, you don't need to answer the question. All I want to do is some of the questions I had. I'll probably ask you now because I don't know. He's not a runner. He's not a runner. So everyone, I hope everyone's witnessing what's happening. We invited him for a program. I told him about what it was going to be. We're going to come and discuss about why he favored one another and discuss about why he was loving Kanu. There's nothing wrong with it. Now, he said he was going to engage in them later on in the discussion, and we agreed. So he came in and he's not even letting anyone speak. This is absolutely shameful, really, disrespectful, and anyone who would endorse this obviously is not being honest in themselves. He came here for the day. We agreed to come on to discuss issues, and he just come in and run away. So please, everyone, you have to understand that this is not how we planned it. We wanted it to be a cordial discussion, and in the course of the discussion, they can face each other. But he's obviously coming and has it all planned. So, but Ijele, please, can I ask you a question? Since you're here, answer some of my questions. We might as well make a program out of it. He's not willing to discuss it and debate. You understand? So, but Ijele, I'd like to ask you a question. I'd like to ask you a question, Ijele. Right? You know, given the way he is run, you can obviously see he loves Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to death. So no matter what you say, he wasn't prepared to hear it. What is your own issue with the love that Igbo youths have for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu?
My brother, please. Thank you for having me. And as you can see, my shocked face, I'm very, very shocked. So, my brother, please, like I've always told you, these are not people. Yes. These are not people you can have a conversation with. They don't reason like human beings. They don't behave like human beings. They may appear like human beings to you, but these are people whose minds have been enslaved by a con man. And when I say Biafran Homeland is running a 5G Yahoo operation, this is the evidence. Someone who calls himself a graduate of computer engineering, right? He's supposed to be a computer engineer.
Yeah.
Now he is an MC. He is not working in the field. He studied. So right now, I was hoping to hear that he has worked with Amazon, Facebook, Google, and the rest of them. But nothing. I would have at least, if you had told me he created an app, has he written any code, and all that, you are an MC, you are a comedian. And up till now, I have not heard about him. I don't know him. He doesn't know me before. He doesn't know me from Adam. I only saw when someone, hello. Oh, you're back. Yeah, you're back.
You just saw it.
So I don't know where he was going with his loaded question. I see they prepped him up very well, and you don't blame him too much when you are dealing with ideologues. This is what you get when you deal with ideologues. They don't reason, they don't have minds of their own. Whatever they have are only things that they were programmed to have in their heads. And you cannot speak from outside of what you have in your head. That is basic psychology.
He wasn't ready for dialogue.
I feel sorry for him, but I would only take questions, certain questions about issues from someone who is selling it directly from his mouth. I don't want a situation whereby someone will say he heard from this person, he heard from that person. Like when you sue this guy now, he doesn't know anything, he heard from someone. Please, I would want those people that are feeding him the garbage to come out and ask me that same question and lay their facts before me. Then we can take the legal process from there. As you may know, they call me a troublemaker. I am not a troublemaker. I just love trouble. And I make money from it. And if you are going into an issue like this, which you don't know its beginning, its origin, believe me, you cannot know its ending and how it's going to end. And being someone who is very careful and knows how to deal with morons, I was just letting him show himself to the public. When you have such an enemy, or let me say, if you have such a friend, who needs an enemy? Because he was basically doing my job for me. So I'm not going to begrudge him. So please, right now, we can get to the main question. What was your question again?
Ijele, I do apologize for that because you couldn't go and do.
No, brother. You don't need to apologize. I expected it. I'm not sure they can hear you very well because I think your sound is low. I expected it. Hello, we're coming back.
Can you hear me now? I'm back now. Yeah,
I can hear you. No, you have no reason to apologize. I expected it. Please, let's get into the adult conversation. And if any of them wants, please let's get to the question.
Yeah. Another thing, what I wanted to ask you, like I said to you, what is your main issue with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and what do you think of his leadership style? Because we can see the leadership style, the way he like this guy that came on the MC Ice Baba. I don't know if that's what's rubbing off on him. Dictatorial, being authoritative. And we expected him to behave civilly. So what's your own opinion in terms of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Why do you have such an issue with him?
One, he's a thief, and I will prove it. He has been lying to the people. Okay, let's start from their defense fund, if that's how they want to do it. When my grandfather, Christian Uzonna Olumba,
but you can't call him a thief.
That is what
that's only your opinion. It's not.
I'm coming. You are not the one calling him. I'm the one calling him, and he can defend himself. He's a man. He's a man. He may be watching. He's most likely watching, because he can't miss this. He is a thief. My grandfather, Christian Uzonna Olumba, said if he calls you a thief, he will tell you what you stole. Okay, this guy, how was he arrested? Most people don't know about it. And they've been peddling rumors that he was arrested when he came to Nigeria to confront Buhari. That was a lie. This guy came into Nigeria through Benin Republic, and none of his passports, both Nigerian and British, are stamped. None of them has Nigerian entry stamp till this date. Both of them. He went to Benin Republic when he was supposed to be in Ukraine negotiating for weapons.
Yes.
That makes you a thief. Had he succeeded, he would have gone back and told his people that he was kidnapped on the way, that he couldn't get there. But as Providence may have it, he was captured. And the high-handedness of Abba Kyari and some people in the presidency in Abuja led us to where we are today, because they shouldn't have arrested him and taken him to Abuja. There are other things they have charged him for, and that alone. He was, and then as a smart criminal, he used that platform. It was a platform to him. He outsmarted those guys. I'll give him that. He outsmarted them. And that separated us from the main issue, which was, what was he doing in Nigeria? Was he arrested at the airport? The answer is no. I'm willing to go on any level, to any level with anyone. I will go on air and offer money. Anyone who can match that money and show us the evidence that Nnamdi Kanu was arrested at the airport. He was arrested at Golden Tulip, Ikeja, with 2 women. So when I tell him that, I'll give you a backup. Okay, let's go to his community. They are not taking people's lands. You can call someone from his community. The video is out there. They can sue the guy. They can sue the guy if he's lying. Ezafara, Ezokulehe, his real name. Ask him. They are currently taking someone's land with his brother Emmanuel. Go home there. There is a girl from their community, Doris Ogala. She came on my show. You can see the video is there. They attacked her, stole the engine of her minivan, stole her herbal mixtures she's selling, stole the battery of the minivan, and burnt it.
Yes.
The evidence is there for anyone who cares to check. You go there, you check it yourself and see. I'm not lying.
Okay.
Now, the person, hold on, my brother, hold on 1 minute. The same person who is telling Nigerians Igbo origin in the Nigerian police and the Nigerian army that Southerners should resign and leave all those people. The sister is in the police. And his own brother, ask him how many petitions has his brother written against people in just from the community alone. The other day, I was going to bring on someone who was going to bring evidence that the brother, Emmanuel Kanu, raped a girl in Ubakala. They went behind and called the guy. Stanley Oniruka, the former speaker of Abia State House of Assembly, brokered the deal. The evidence is there. So when I call someone a thief, I will tell you what he stole. He said he has met people around the world. He hasn't. He has been here. He has been there. They are meeting lobbyists. They are not doing anything. So why should I pay with my head for stating the obvious? Now you know why they don't want to stay on the issue. They don't want to stay on the topic because they have no legs to stand on. That's why they go and fabricate all these issues. And my brother, please, I wouldn't have answered those questions of his had you asked me those questions. You know why? I am not going to minimize my chances at making money from this at the end of the day. Nnamdi Kanu, I have a personal hatred for him. Reason, they've taken down my page and they are bragging about it online. Go and check. The evidence is there. For doing what? For asking questions. So I'm not someone that shoots from behind the curtain. No, I come straight. I shoot straight from the hip. That's who I am. And I'm not going to glorify their nonsense with a reply. No, I'm not going to do that, my brother. So I don't know if I answered your question.
Okay, yeah. And then another thing I wanted to ask you is, you know, the issue of the main thing, no, that will come to that one later. But Nnamdi Kanu as a person, don't you think that he's been of some measure of importance to the struggle in terms of getting Biafran, getting the awareness out there and all that? Don't you think he's done something worth at least giving him a pat on the back for, celebrating?
Brother, let me tell you something. You cannot show me what Nnamdi Kanu has done from 2012 till date that has not been done before. I was born in Onitsha, Menax Hospital. I grew up in Onitsha. I saw Mazob rise. As a matter of fact, they wanted to recruit me as a writer. They came there, people who know me, I'm saying this in public, please ask Stanley. Stanley, ask him. The night the recruiter came, he called me aside and asked me if I would be able to, if I would like to come and write for them. I told them no. Because even as at then, I knew it was difficult for Nigeria to break, and what they were telling me then weren't making sense. And what this guy is saying now is not making sense. So, having seen all those things, and there is nothing you can tell me, the only wind he has behind his sail is the internet, social media apps, smartphone. There is nothing he's saying now that we've not heard before. And some people to see, we all have our own reality. There is no completely 100% agreed reality. Some people will take him as someone who woke them up politically, but as someone who pride himself as a political animal, who've always said time without numbers that on the debate stage I will beat Nnamdi Kanu like a drum. I am not going to give him that credit because I knew all those things before him. I've been writing articles. We are talking about what happened in Nigeria today. Please, anybody from Oji River, from Achi in particular, the king of Achi is Stephen Ezenwa. He worked with PHCN. My father worked with PHCN. Ask them, during Obasanjo's privatization era, I wrote an article that was published on National Magazine. Ask that king. I'm not saying things I have not done. And this is way back in 2004, between 2004 and 2005. I've been writing about all these things and telling them the dangers of all these privatization programs, that they are selling off government assets and leaving the liabilities, that this is going to boomerang. People were enjoying the money that was flowing in because almost everyone that was laid off from NEPA was paid. They were paid very well. Yeah, Bro was doing a program later when he took office, but on the Obasanjo, they tried everything to sell NEPA. He couldn't do it. The pressure was so high. And the people that were at the forefront of the battle, National Union of Electricity Employees, they created their own magazine. I wrote for them. I published them. Go check. The record is there.
Yes.
They were because they refused to. They knew that Oshomole was a thief, even as at then. Their union leaders knew this, so they created their own channel outside of the federal government. That was why Obasanjo couldn't sell NEPA. Then when Yar'Adua came, he didn't want to sell it, but he wanted to pump money into it. Then I relaxed. Everyone thought it was over until Jonathan came and sold off the whole thing. So as someone who's been politically involved, from then I wouldn't give him Nnamdi Kanu credit for waking me up politically. Where was he then?
But he woke up a lot of Igbo
no,
people.
That's not it's left for those people to make that assessment.
Yes.
To me, he didn't me up.
No, you know, we're talking about why people. We're talking about why people love him, because we must admit he has quite a large following, and we need to know what is endearing. What do they see in him? And that's the question.
He is selling, my brother. Listen, anybody selling Biafra will have followers immediately. Biafra is an emotional issue to Igbo people. Okay, look at all these ones making videos online. They have no content. They have no content. Prior to talking about Biafra, they had no one watching them. And our Igbo people, once you mention Biafra, you say, oh, open even a ghost account. Write all hail Biafra and you watch them flood there because it is an issue.
Yeah.
It is a holy issue.
So he's been able to make it loud and make the world know about it. He worked towards weekend. Listen, let's start from his background. He worked towards weekend. From there, he saw how everything works. Now, before he started IPOB, he knew what he was doing. Generally, at place, the evidence is there. Check the analytics online. Check the Facebook and YouTube analytics. Mention Biafra, or people will flood it. It's that simple. It's that easy. So he didn't bring water from a rock. This is the easiest thing anyone can do. If I'm talking about Biafra on my platform, do you think I will have these haters? Most of the IPOB people I blocked, they used to be my friends. Why? Because I was talking about issues. I was giving them history they never knew before. They've never heard about. They were getting the education. What changed? I touched about Nnamdi Kanu when I was talking about the pastors. Some of the people cheering me on now, were abusing me, were cursing me out. So the problem is this. People don't want the truth. They are just looking for confirmation bias. They need the type of truth that suits their biases. Other than that, forget it. And back to what you asked me, Biafra is just an issue that even an idiot. An idiot. There was a time a Kenyan woman, hey, where is the Kenyan woman? Where is she now? We called her Mama Biafra. Where is she now? Nowhere. And many people online have realized this thing. You know what they are doing? They've started talking about Biafra. I don't want to mention people's names because it sells. People are living in poverty. They are living in hunger. Most people don't know how to get away from their situations. So they believe that the only way they can be free is through Biafra. That's why when you raise that issue and when you see a criminal like Nnamdi Kanu, he will add emotion to it. Now they are bringing a religious aspect again into it.
He knows how to get our people. Our people are confused about spirituality. They think spirituality is religion. And when you talk about issues of religion, believe me, it's very easy to have followers. I can go back now and start preaching the Bible. Believe me, I will have large followers. And they'll be giving me money. And Biafra is a money-making machine too. So many people are benefiting from it. Some political consultants in Igbo land are using them. Okay, ask yourself, why hasn't he said anything about other states? Look at the roads in Aba and everything, because there is a political party he works for. Everything he's saying gravitates towards PDP. Let's say the name. Why? If he says anything against Okezie Ikpeazu, he will lose access to the Commissioner of Police in Abia State, who they are using, a woman who they are using to intimidate people. Again, everything I'm saying is out there in the public. You can go there and check.
Yeah, and then the question I want to ask you again, you know, they said there's this notion that Biafra, the realization of Biafra is going to come by the end of this year, and at the same time, they have a plan to go into politics. So I'm wondering, what's your opinion on their new plan?
My brother, no Biafra is coming in December. Let me say it again on this platform. I will hang myself live on air if Biafra comes this year. So on 1st of January, if Biafra is declared, I will hang myself on air. That is how sure I am. In fact, if Biafra comes this year, I will buy each and every one of you watching Rolls Royce. I will buy you a Rolls Royce Phantom, each and every one of you. If I don't buy it, anytime you see me online, please call me an idiot. Know that I'm as foolish as they say I am. In fact, I will delete the page and log out of internet. I will give everyone watching it. In fact, some of you will get airplanes. I will give you airplanes, yachts, you name it. I will buy you islands. If Biafra comes
okay, so but even if it doesn't come even if it's not going to come at the end of the year, do you see it coming? You know, there's something called giving hope to the people who have aspirations for a certain outcome. So do you see it happening in the near future, even if it's not going to be next at the end of the year? What's your opinion on Biafra restoration?
My brother, I'm not the type that will give you hope. I will give you the real fact. So make of it what you would. I hate giving people hope. I'm not that type of doctor that will know that you have cancer and he will be telling you there is a symptom, this and this is like this, is like that. No, I will go ahead and tell you, hey, this thing, look at it, this is cancer. But calm down. There is a cure for it. You look here, you try here, you try here. This person has gotten cured. This person has been cured before. This person, that person. I'll give you the reality. But an issue of Biafra, when you tell people the truth, it doesn't bring money. It is not financially viable to tell the truth. I keep telling the people, as long as you have Shell, ExxonMobil, all these multinational corporations in our land, believe me, no Biafra is happening. Who are you going to meet? Check the criteria you need to meet before you become a nation. Go there online and check it. The Montevideo Convention, it's happened in Europe. I think it's in 1933. Go there and check it. Read everything that is there and see if there is any possibility of that happening back home. The answer is no. It can only happen tomorrow if, let's say, a president comes into office and decides to chase Shell, ExxonMobil, all these people that invaded us, all the people that ran slavery. We know them, that set up all these institutions, that made our place how the eyesore it is today. The same people who fueled the civil war, what you call the civil war, wasn't really a civil war, because there were people that funded the government, the federal government. They are protecting their interests. As long as they are still getting their interest is not threatened. Forget about Biafra. They will only give you Biafra if you have a president that is threatening their interest. That's where they will give you guns, then go fight. That's the only way it happens. Look at South Sudan. How did it happen in South Sudan? How do I know this? Because it's in their document. Check Project for a New American Century. Authored by 25 guys who are neocons. Sudan is in that document. They mentioned Sudan, the country they were going to break. If Paul Kagame didn't see it from far and put a stop to it, by giving a developmental project, building massive infrastructure programs, They would have done the same thing in Rwanda. But he closed them down on religion. Because if they don't use religion, they will use an ethnic crisis. Remember, these are the people whose ancestors invaded our lands. They made our place what it is today. So they know the buttons to press. As long as you have a president that is playing to the tune of the Bank of England, the Federal Reserve in the USA, forget it. Forget it. Giving you Biafra the way you think it is possible is tearing up the Berlin Conference, the Congo Congress Agreement, of which, if it happens, do you know how many people that are seeking independence around the world? They will not let it happen. Instead, you will hamstring your president when he wants to make deals abroad. The World Bank, the Bank of International Settlement, the IMF, all these people are tied in together. This group, this organization, the World Bank, most of the people shouting here don't even know that the World Bank is a private corporation. It's a corporation. It's not owned by the whole world. Guess who will find there? The same people that owned the Dutch East India Company and the Dutch West India Company. Same people. Same people. So who is telling you that they are going to let Nigeria disintegrate? If Nigeria was disintegrating, they wouldn't be giving them more loans. Why are they giving them loans?
And then okay, Jen, I have a question for you again. You know, this notion from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that the person in National Rock is not Buhari, that is Jibril. Now, I wanted to ask you a question about propaganda in war. You know, in the 1967 war, there was propaganda was a major aspect of that war, and obviously in this self-determination war, in quotes, propaganda is a tool that's being used. And also, do you see that as a propaganda? And what's your opinion? Is propaganda counterproductive, or is it really something that could actually help in terms of getting the agitation to be successful?
Okay, I will answer your question in two parts. First, let's take the issue of Jubilee Sudan first. That is the most stupid thing anyone could ever say. And not in a million chance did I expect someone leading a group from one of the smartest nations in the world to utter such word. If the person is Jubilee Sudan, how was he able to meet with Donald Trump? How was he able to meet the most secure president in the world? Are you telling me that there is a technology Nnamdi Kanu is privy to that Donald Trump is not privy to? Is this what guy? Why are we even taking this guy seriously? Why are we even doing like this guy knows what he's doing? I'm not going to attack him personally. That one I'll do it on my own platform, because at this point I'm supposed to explode. But unlike the IPOB people that go to other people's platforms and misbehave, no, I'm a well-trained human being. I know what I'm doing. I'm a smart person. I have respect. I respect people. But when you disrespect me, that's when you get the other side of me. So on that one should have killed it. And if it's propaganda, why is he using it to re-engineer the minds of our people? So many people back home, including my father, believe that this is Jubilee Sudan. I'm like, this man, are you okay?
Your father believes it.
Yes. Yes. He may be hearing me. Daddy, he may be hearing me.
Yeah.
He believes it. I'm like, why would you even think that a clone will meet Donald Trump and these people that want to remove him by force? Watch the Ukrainian collusion, forget the Russian collusion. If you want to see the worst political comedy, watch the Ukrainian collusion hearings. Watch it. If these people, the feds who want to remove him, the people they call the deep state, now everyone knows what the deep state is. Meanwhile, we'll be talking about it for years. They've been calling us conspiracy theorists. When these people, they could have cloned someone, a president, and go and kill Donald Trump. If it's that easy, why would we even be making such a statement? And now back to propaganda. In the 60s, propaganda worked. Why? How fast do you think information will get from, it will take an information to get from Nigeria to London? Or New York?
Probably years.
Yeah, but now with your phone, you can be addressing people all over the world. So people can fact check you in real time. When you use propaganda, it is counterproductive. at a point people will stop taking you seriously. So you don't, I'm as someone who knows how to use, see, I'm not hiding it, and I'm an expert manipulator. There is no one I wouldn't manipulate. I know how it works. Like the person that is telling me, where you went to, if you've been where I've been to, you dare not say it on air. So just shut up. Look at this book. I've been telling them, read this book. This is from Edward Burnett.
Okay.
Propaganda by Edward. Propaganda.
Okay.
Yeah, by Edward Burnett.
Yeah.
Some people call him Bernays. The S is silent. He's French. He was French. So when you know all these things and you've read all these books, you don't get easily fooled by someone. Look at the Photoshops. All this propaganda he's doing, the only people he's fooling with it are Igbos. And he's killing us, is stopping us from discussing the real issues. How much are our state governors getting? Has he talked about that? If you can organize a rally against Buhari, why not use the same energy and organize a rally against the state governor? Start from home. But the person who will start from home will have to put his own immediate community in order first. Again, I am not falsely accusing anyone. You say I am obnoxious, I am this, I am that, but I will never lie against you. If I lie against you, that's the only time I apologize. But with all these intimidations, come on, you can't. Oh man, please. I don't know if I answered that question.
Yeah. So you did a good job there. And then the next question now will be about being able to, because I know you obviously disagree with the strategies of iPod and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What other strategy do you think would, like, I know there's a Tony Nnamdi strategy, the LNC. Do you think that's more like something that is more like it? Because you know the iPod, they said they're going into politics as well. So them going into politics and what the LNC are doing, isn't there a way they could both merge? Or can you see that? Isn't that something that you see that's possible?
Okay, now let's separate the men from the missions. LNC, I love what they are doing, but let me say it openly. LNC cannot bring about the dissolution of Nigeria. Why? Because the two countries would have to mutually agree. Again, go back to the Montevideo Convention of 1933. You have to mutually agree. Now, how can you mutually agree with Nigeria? Do you have the vote? No, you don't. Even the referendum you're asking about, how many votes do you have? Then they say the South is with them, this and that. All of them, the North is 19. And there is no guarantee that every Southerner will vote for you. Then, given the character of these people and the way they behave, where is the goodwill? Where is the goodwill? The LNC did a program on the Daughters of Truth. It's a Facebook page. I do share that stuff. Yep. Invited a Yoruba woman. All of a sudden, Nnamdi Kanu went online and told these people, do not stop insulting Yoruba people. Oh, that means you could have stopped it before and you did it. What does that tell you about the character of the person? Then the mission of LNC, I agree with it, but it can never bring Nigeria to divide. At best, you get a real restructuring, in which case the leaders may be brought into the mainstream politics and be dialogued with. Having a dialogue is not the issue, it's implementation. That is where character comes into play. We've had many dialogues before in the past, but they've not implemented any of the resolutions reached. But LNC, I believe, can push through a real dialogue. Then that is where we'll be looking at them, see if they can implement it. If they go the Mazob way or the Apga way or any other thing, that's for them. Because you are not guaranteed of anything. Nothing is for sure until it happens. Life is dynamic. The earth is not standing at a place. Things are moving. We are in motion. So you can never tell whether they will make the place, the paradise we were promised before 1999 or not. But then this is the limit they can cross. I'm telling you. I love what they are doing, but they can never bring about the dissolution of Nigeria. Then Nnamdi Kanu is not someone you can work with. If he's not bringing money, he's not going to talk about it. And if he's not in control of every other thing, he will not be part of it. He will not be a party to it. Okay, check how IPOB is registered currently. How many people? Before it was only him. Now it's him and Uchemefo. At a point, he used a Zimbabwean woman. Who is that Zimbabwean woman? Is she a Nigerian by birth, by naturalization? Or let's say Biafra in this case. Is Zimbabwe a part of Biafra? You look at the character of a person before you know whether people in IPOB, people are, it's like in the church. The members don't know what the leaders are doing. They are isolated from the activities of their leaders. Let them ask themselves, why don't their leaders bring on all those people they've worked with before on their own platforms and shame them? Put them to shame on your own platform. Don't go to their platform. Put them to shame. Why? He can't do it. They know where the bodies are buried. Okay?
Okay. So, Ijele, I would like to now, in closing now, I'd like you to tell us speak to Igbo people and people of the Southeast, South who obviously feel a lot who are marginalized in Nigeria. What hope do they have if you're saying that the Biafra is not going to be realized anytime soon? You're saying the LNC route is restructuring. How do you think they should come out of this? Must they put up with it? How do they get away from this bondage it seems that Igbo people are in?
My brother, we need a real leadership. A region that has a real leadership will not give Nnamdi Kanu a bullet to shoot them with. They are the ones giving them the political bullet to shoot them with. No security, infrastructure is non-existent, little to non-existent, except in some places. Okay, the best governor in Nigeria, in the Southeast, in Igbo land now, is the Ebonyi State governor. Okay, he's the Ebonyi State governor. But look at what they are praising him for. Nice. By the standard in the Southeast, very nice, very perfect. But compare him with what the Borno State governor is doing. Have you seen what Zulum is doing in Borno State? Have you seen it? Go there, check. Ultra-modern primary schools. The type of primary schools I only see here in Turkey. Yeah. And it's not like as if they are building them everywhere. No. The modern ones, computers, everything. The pictures are there, completed projects. The videos are there. Why don't we get our governors to start working? Make our local governments to start working. Let me tell you, if you think you have the power to protest against Abuja, what do you think will happen when you turn the same heat on a governor? How about everybody make sure they know who they are? How many of them watching now know who their local government chairmen are? How many of them watching now know who their representatives are? None. We are politically inactive. That's why it's easy for someone like Nnamdi Kanu to bring up the issue of insecurity and others. Next thing, he will sell you hope. I will buy you weapons. Give me your money. Every month, you pay your dues. And why they'll tell you he's saying the things that no one is saying. But hey, that's just talk. That's just talk. The standard should be higher. How about we target one senator each from each state? One senator, we target them. We are going to go to your community and protest. You push a bill through the House, on the floor of the Senate. Tell them that if the electricity, they have to change the electricity law that makes it impossible for states to develop their own power. Hey, you've privatized it. Why not do away with this old law? Make it possible for states to build their electricity. Now, when it's done, we focus on the governors. Hey, man, why haven't you built a power plant? Yes. I know,
but Ijele, to be fair though, they have done something similar. If you notice what happened last year, or last year, when they shamed, rightfully or wrongfully, Senator Koromadu, who was allegedly had the budget for building roads, federal allocation for roads. So he was targeted, and if you're talking about then that was one way where they did show some protest, isn't it?
Let me answer that, my brother, please. That thing that happened, when it happened, I supported it. I'm not in support of killing anyone, but make them feel unsafe. Let them know that they could easily be taken.
Yes,
I love it. But saying stoning Nyamodo to death is no. You're just over the bar. But at least they put fear in them. Before they did it, I've been preaching about it. 3 years since I've been preaching about it. As a matter of fact, the day IPOB was proscribed. I made a video. I told them to do the exact thing. The evidence is there. They've been following me, okay? They've been following me. That is different. That is different. But then, how about the other people? How about people back home? Can you beat people back home like that? No. But you can protest. You can stage a protest. Make the person very unpopular. Make the person very unpopular. Kill his political career. He will be forced to do it. Then threaten him with a recall. If you don't put this, we will take enough signatures and recall you. Nobody in Abuja wants to do that. Nobody in Abuja wants to be recalled. And when they are talking about eating contract money, please, from 1999 till date, all the senators, all the Federal House of Representative members, everyone that has a foot in Abuja has eaten every money. They've taken from every money allocated for those roads, not just Ike Ekweremadu. I'm not going to attack anyone personally. PDP, APC, AMPP, AD, APGA, APP, whatever, all of them, they took. Hey, go check it, please. Go pull up the record, the number of roads that have been awarded from 1999. Second Niger Bridge, how many times? Dredging of River Niger, how many times? So don't just, I hate it. If I want to attack you, I come out openly, I attack you and I tell you the reason why I'm attacking you. I'm not going to hide behind something. No, they didn't attack him because of the road project. Okay, ever since they did it, have they protested against him on those road contracts? And I'm hearing some stories. This is Kepu Kepu. When I'm saying Kepu Kepu, I will tell you it's Kepu Kepu. That's my brother works in Senator Ike Ekwuremadu's office. How true is that? But the one I know for sure is this: Nnamdi Kanu's sister is a police officer. But that's, by the way, it's a story for another day. But I'm hearing that the same Ekwuremadu, which my first brother, is working with him. So is this bribery? Is this obtaining money through intimidation? Because these guys, they know how to issue empty threats. That's why I call them empty threats. And if you want to go along and do anything, hey, guess what? I'm someone who is not afraid of anything. I'm not boasting about it. Let them ask anyone who knows me. If you ask 100 people and 99 people told you to leave this guy alone, and one person tells you not to, hey, that one person wants your death. He wants your destruction. Yes. Because I'm fighting it. I'm a vindictive person. But I only go after people who go after me. I'm a very vindictive person. I don't forgive. They call it evil. No, it's not evil. It's not evil. I've seen how they are intimidating innocent people who are quiet. I'm not going to assume a lamb position when I can match you with violence and even exceed it. So why would I allow you to intimidate me? That's just over the bar. If you want to have it, have it.
Yes. And then finally, closing, this is not going to be the last question now. And you know, the issue of killer herdsmen, you know, farmers and all that that's been going on over the years. You can see that's really, really made people in the Southeast really angry. I'm saying, why should we remain in this union? If people from the North, especially the Fulani people, as people, are the ones who are perpetrating these killings, you know? And people are saying, why don't we separate? So now I'm saying, if you say we should remain in Nigeria, how do we deal with this issue? Because it's a burden issue. I know you said leadership, but how else can it be tackled? We saw Amotekun in the Southwest, for instance. What do you think the Southeastern governors should do?
Brother, again, I go back to what I've told them before. Even when Nnamdi Kanu was released in 2017, I told them, hey, I'm watching what's happening in Syria. I'm watching what's happening in Iraq. I see these guns flowing in. All these units, Boko Haram, pledged allegiance to ISIS. Don't you think they are getting weapons from ISIS at least, if not money, weapons at least? And these weapons will flood into the north. The place will be too insecure, and people will start flooding down to North Central. Guess what? It happened. We started seeing refugees, people flooding into Abuja, Niger State, Kogi State. Then I told them, as it's happening, more villages are being emptied in the north. These people, when the North Central is too small to contain them, they will push down southwards. And when they are coming as refugees. But mind you, criminals will be in their midst. If only 0.2% of them are criminals, that is 0.2% too many.
So
now,
you know we saw them during the lockdown. Sorry,
Wait,
you know, during the lockdown, we saw people being smuggled in.
No,
was that when you did coming into the South?
I'll come to that. My brother, I'll come to that, please.
Yeah.
When these people come in and they start wreaking havoc, what are we going to do? Is there any plan about a security? Mind you, this is how many years before Amotekun was formed. I said Nnamdi Kanu should forget about independence. No one will give it to him. Collapse this into a political movement where you be a kingmaker to dictate what happens in any state. That way you still give people a better life. If your target for getting Biafra is a better life, hey, how about you do this, give people a better life, then keep on pursuing the Biafra? Then I never knew he wouldn't do that as a result of the defense fund that they were contributed, of which no one knows where it is now. So they didn't do it. Now we have these issues. The only person who is in charge of security in the state is the governor. The governors can create their own security apparatus. You have these guys I can raise you 300 boys in and around Onitsha right now with a phone call. I can raise you guys. These guys are guys, maybe they didn't, their family couldn't afford higher education, or some of them who didn't think they needed it. We can fund these guys, pay them every month 70,000, 80,000, and them. They rotate their shifts. Yeah. They'll have a rotational shift. These people work in the morning, these people in the afternoon, the other people in the evening. Graduates, give them gadgets. You can buy nursing trucks. How much is it? How much is the state each state getting? Do this, provide security, and that will be all. And then when you are talking about the lockdown, watch. So many people used it to raise propaganda. Many propaganda, like when they say they caught Dangote trucks with weed and ammunition. Please, nobody up to this day, nobody has shown us a video, a photo of a single round of ammunition from that vehicle. This is just weed. I know that business. I know, man, I've been involved in many businesses in Nigeria. I know how it works. Not just Dangote. Before they use this newspaper trucks to carry those things.
Yeah.
I'm not going to spoil people's businesses. There are other ways they are using to do it, even to this day. I'm not going to say it on air. I'm not going to spoil people's business because I don't think marijuana should be illegal. Yes. The farmers who are doing it are using it to get money, take care of their families. It's not harmful. It's better than beer. It's better than the whiskey and all the rest. If these things are giving us cancer, tobacco. The pharmaceutical industries know that when you legalize marijuana, with marijuana oil, they will go out of business. It cures many things. You can use it, it's medicinal. So that's why I'm not going to go around spoiling people's businesses. But that they call that, people started saying they have arms. They didn't. Now they told you that Hausas and Fulanis, they are sending people through. They are seeing them through the trucks. These are migrants, economic migrants, who want to move from one part of the country to another. If actually, if the Hausas and Fulanis want to bring people, to bring fighters into our land, the head of the police is a Hausa man. The head of the military service chiefs, their heads are Hausa Fulanis. So if they want to bring those people, don't you think that they will remove the whole police from the road and send them there? They will do it. So why are we allowing Nnamdi Kanu to use it and propagandize all these people? Most of the deaths they are seeing in the bushes, in the village, were not caused by Hausa Fulani people. Nobody, sometimes you don't know Hausa Fulani in sight. And you make a call and ask those people, is such a thing happening? At the time, they said it was happening around my community. They said Umuaka is finished. My mother came back from the village that I asked her, hey, what's happening in Umuaka? She said, what? Nothing is happening in Umuaka. I called someone from Umuaka. You said nothing. I'm like, why are we even listening to this guy? Why are we listening to this fool? I'm sorry for cussing. I said I wouldn't cuss, but I'm sorry. I won't do it again. This is propaganda. And if you don't put a stop to it, I know many IPOB people who, up to the moment I started attacking Nnamdi Kanu openly, they were IPOB members, financial members. I know someone in Texas who has already paid $1,000. That's at February of this year, before the whole lockdown started. They came back, they are now thanking me. Hey, you thanked me. You know, I've been too worried. I've been this. Thanks for speaking out. I heard from you and I checked. I started making my own independent research. Please, wherever you are, when you hear about any news, when you see any news, make a call back home. Call your people, call your friends. Sometimes stop running away from them. You can call them, give them $50, $100 is something. They'll be giving you information. They'll be giving you information and know what's going on. And no one will fool you.
Okay, Mazi Nnamdi, I would say thank you very much for coming on Primary Television today.
My pleasure.
I know we didn't go exactly the way we wanted it to go in terms of an intellectual debate. That's what we wanted. And I must say, people are watching out there, it was meant to be a debate between Ijele Speaks and the blogger of Igbo Unite page on Facebook. But hey, he wasn't able to, you know, to hold down his temper and all that. So, you know, things got a bit heated anyway. So please, I would like to say, Ijele Speaks, thanks for coming on the program. And I'd like to say to everyone, keep watching Primary Television. We're going to have Dr. Clifford Iraya on our platform on Saturday. Yeah, Saturday at 5 p.m. We'll be having Clifford Iraya on the platform. So I'd like everyone to tune in. He's going to talk about the LNC. It's not going to be an attack on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We're going to have a proper discussion this time and try to make sense of where he's heading and what his outlook is for Biafran now. So I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in to watch this program. Keep following Primary Television. You can share the program. We're on YouTube as well, on Facebook. And Ijele Speaks, you can go on his page and watch some of the stuff he has as well. So thank you very much for being with us. So
and please, let me thank, I would like to, when you are done, I would like to take 3 minutes to thank my friends that are here.
Okay, go ahead. You can go ahead.
So my guys will come and I hope we represent ourselves very well. At the end of this program, I'm just going to do a short video. Okay, let's run some analysis on this. And as you can see, come on, we told them we'll beat them anywhere we go to. Let them call us anywhere, we'll answer them. There is a reason their boss, Nnamdi Kanu, is not taking our calls. Okay, thank you everyone for joining. My brother, I'll have to drop now.
Okay, thank you very much, Ijele. Bye-bye.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for watching. It's Spencer, and we'll keep watching. Like I said, on Saturday we'll have Clifford Iraya, and the other week we're gonna have, it's gonna be packed from now on every day, at least 2 times a week. On tomorrow we have a PDP. There's a crisis in Anambra State, PDP. We're gonna have the opposite side. We did a program earlier on Sunday, you know, with the current PDP chairman in Anambra State. On tomorrow at 7 p.m. we're gonna have the other side of the argument, the crisis. So please stay tuned and watch the program. Your boy Spencer anyway. Thank you for that. Bye bye.